Well, after the whole Kaleidescape review, I noticed a lot of folks were really turned off because of the price. It's understandable, it's an $8,000 media player. That's a lot of spare change. I think there was a huge majority of people ripping their movies and using Plex to play back their content. Now, let's face it, not everyone's got the time to be doing all that. That's why Kaleidescape has been around for so long. You get as good or better than physical disc quality just by simply buying a movie and downloading the full quality file. It's easy and simple to do, but it does cost a small fortune to get started. So I searched the entire internet to find a more affordable alternative. Well, I came across Zappiti. Some of you may have heard of them before. They're a French company that makes these high-quality media players. Now, this isn't like Kaleidescape where you purchase movies from an online store. This is for all you guys that already have music, TV shows, and movies already backed up on hard drives. This device should play back everything. So let's get this unboxed and go over some tech specs. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, we discuss all things audio and video, like new movies and new AV equipment. So if you're not a subscriber, then tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. Alright, let's get this thing unboxed. The Zappiti PRO 4K HDR retails for $9.99 at the time of this video. Inside, we get a nice Zappiti cover sheet, the accessories box containing an HDMI cable, not one, but 4 different power cords for different regions, an Ethernet cable, 2 antennas, an IR extender, a USB stick, the remote control, and the manual. Now, this is a heavy device weighing 16.5 pounds. Up front, you'll find the Zappiti logo dead center. On the left is the power button and USB input. On the right is the headphone jack, IR sensor, and an additional USB in. And if you notice that little logo, this is the first media player to be ISF certified, so you should expect a high level of video quality. Around back is the power input. There's an output here called zero signal. This will cancel any mass loop effects by connecting this to a free RCA input. It should keep your video free of noise. There's 3 USB inputs, a Type 2 and 3, and a Type C, a LAN input, IR extender in, an HDMI in, and 2 HDMI outputs with 1 dedicated for audio only. There's optical and coax digital outputs and a composite AV output as well. Oh, I forgot to mention the build quality. This feels just like the Panasonic UB9000 4K Blu-ray player. It's got that brushed aluminum finish all around, and it's very dense. It measures 17 inches wide by 13 inches deep by 3.4 inches high. Now, this doesn't come with any storage when you get it, so you'll have to add your own. You can do this by dropping the flip-down door down and adding your own hard drives. It can take 2 3.5-inch SATA drives up to 32 terabyte. Anyone can do the install. Just open the door and put in the drive and you're good to go. The one I have here came with a 3 terabyte drive with some demo material. Obviously, the bigger the drive, the more movies you can store. If you have content on external drives, you can also connect to any one of the USB inputs. The Zappiti is supposed to support just about any file you throw at it, and that includes 4K at 60 frames per second, which would be Gemini Man. It's got Dolby Atmos and DTS-X support, and of course HDR. I'm not sure about Dolby Vision, so we'll have to find out. It runs on Android, and it's got a quad-core Realtek RTD 1295 processor in it with 2 gigs of RAM. Oh, and it plays back 3D as well. Hopefully ISOs, because I've got a ton of them. Well, that's it for the unboxing. I've got to get this in the rack and put it through the paces, then I'll be back with a full review. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts on the Zappiti. Do you have one, and do you think it's going to be a good Kaleidescape alternative? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive updates, free stuff, and discounts, then stop by our Patreon page. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.